Seguimos en el FutureCom 2012 con la cobertura del evento FutureCom que se está celebrando en la ciudad de Río de Janeiro y contamos con la visita de Rafael Márquez, que es de marketing de TIM Intelig, con el que vamos a estar hablando de Wi-Fi Offloading, que es uno de los temas importantes del año para nosotros, desde nuestro punto de vista, y lo vamos a estar haciendo en inglés, así que cambia al inglés y introduzco a Rafael. Rafael, welcome to Telesemana.
Thank you.
Wi-Fi offloading, which is a hot topic around the world, and it seems it has reached Latin America. Tell us why, from the TIM Intelig perspective, Wi-Fi offloading is an important issue to discuss at this show.
Okay, thanks for the invitation. Not only in Brazil, or it's a privilege of TIM's strategy, but Wi-Fi has been deployed all around the world from the major mobile operators. And the main intent to that is that to do the so-called overload of the 3G network. And if we see current figures in Brazil, we have very low penetration of hotspots, of Wi-Fi hotspots. And while it's spread all over the world, I mean, we have around 600,000 hotspots in the globe and only 4,000 in Brazil. So have a huge gap. Yeah. And that's because here in Brazil, the hotspots have been delivered by local Wi-Fi providers. And just now, by the end of last year, and more strongly this year, operators came in to the game. The idea is to focalize on areas where you have more people doing more browsing, consuming more data in mobility, and on those spots you can kind of do an overlay of a Wi-Fi network to provide a best quality of experience for the customers. So we see in Brazil that the mobile market exploded, more than 250 million subscribers. Yeah. And web mobile browsing had hit the prepaid market. That's 85% of the Brazilian customer base. And smartphones are getting more and more common. People are allowed to buy it in the last years. So this phenomenon, huge mobile customer base, huge increase in customer consumption, and better handsets, talking about not only smartphones, but also we see tablets coming in very strong. The need for more data consumption to see videos requires more bandwidth, and that should come also with the Wi-Fi. We have still I think a low infrastructure in Brazil with for fixed broadband, and we see that through mobile players and doing this switch from 3G and Wi-Fi, we can yes deliver the so-called social and digital inclusion in our country. TIM has developed a very interesting case of digital inclusion in low social classes communities, low class communities such as Rocinha, a big favela here in Rio, Paraisópolis in São Paulo, and people are experiencing Wi-Fi as their way to be connected, to do social networking, to browse, to surf, and you have been very good success on that.
Yeah. Now, Wi-Fi offloading, it seems like it's only a story of relieving the micro network from having data. But I guess it's also about the visibility of the user, because usually an operator, when a user goes into a Wi-Fi network, you lose that customer in terms of what he's doing or the security and things like that. So I'm assuming it's not just about offloading, but it's also about keeping track of the users so you can actually offer the best service. So it's about visibility, right?
It's much more about customer experience than about offloading, because that's not on the hands of the mobile operator to push that to the consumer. They have to have a very strong reason to switch. And this reason is experience, is speed, is bandwidth. So the mobile browsing from Wi-Fi hotspots much better than on the 3G network. Yeah. And we see that high usage comes in nomadic usage, that we're called. So you're not in mobility in your car or walking or in a bus. So you're in your office, you're at home, you're in a public spot, and there we have to have Wi-Fi to perform this better experience. So the way we want to do the offload is customer driven, has to be pushed from the consumer.
So it's not about the operator, but about the user.
That's right. And how we do that? Performing seamless connectivity. So we have delivered, there's been a first operator in Brazil to deliver automatic authentication through the EAP SIM protocol that's embedded in the main smartphones, and also developing a whisper client so the customer can download to their phone and they can preset their login and then the password.
So and they have to.
As soon as you reach Wi-Fi coverage area, you have been switched to the Wi-Fi and browse it and have a better experience. So it's much more about what the customer wants to do rather than what the
operator saving money because. Now tell us about the hotspots, because as you said, there are many hotspots in Brazil, but even they are fragmented, and you pointed that out. So different companies have pockets of Wi-Fi hotspots here and there. How can an operator like TIM consolidate all this number of hotspots? Can you reach agreements with these companies? You need to buy them. So what would be the scenario for an operator that doesn't have a large hotspot base to go out and now build this base, because obviously that requires an investment.
Absolutely.
Either you build it, or you buy it, or you reach an agreement.
Yeah, we have chosen two ways. Make it. So we're building our own hotspots and also partnership with local Wi-Fi providers. Okay. So we're gonna, let's say, speed the capillarity through these partnerships, but then in order to match the hotspot with the demands of our customers, we have to match where the usage is. Okay. So that's why we chose these two ways, a combination of partnership and a make perspective.
And partnership will be like a roaming type of scenario?
Yes.
Okay.
Just like that. For instance, we have started also on a multi-operator agreement in order to deliver Wi-Fi connectivity in the stadiums, soccer stadiums, for the World Cup 2014. Okay. So it has been a joint effort, not only a single operator effort, to make sure that the market develops in Wi-Fi as we see already in more developed countries.
In terms of the marketing or the commercial product, are you charging extra to have access to the Wi-Fi? It's just part of the, if you buy a prepaid card for data, if you want to choose the Wi-Fi network, you would be able to consume that. How is the scheme, the commercial scheme that you're planning?
Okay, that's key from our perspective, because if the decision should be on the customer's hand, it has to be simple and has to be cost effective. So what we have chosen to do is that we have embedded in our data plans for prepaid and for postpaid, no matter if they're connecting the 3G network or in the Wi-Fi network, they have exactly the same tariff plan.
So the user
it's a kind of complementation, it's a complement of the data plan. Okay. So it's as transparent as possible, and we see that our competitive advantage should be better user experience, leading more customers, and that's the equation.
Okay, so there is one phase which is having hotspots in public areas, but then there is the home of the user, which probably the user sometimes could also be using its own Wi-Fi to connect. Are you having any plans on perhaps also entering the home of the user so you can still provide the service via the Wi-Fi the user has on their home?
We are more aware about where they use in mobility. So they probably have their own solution at home, and we don't want to be on that spot.
And all these things for now are out of the question.
That's right, because the market already has that. The customers have their solutions. So the idea is to provide in public spots and where you have more data traffic.
Okay, well, Rafael, thank you so much for stopping by.
It has been a pleasure, and thanks for the invitation again.
Next time we'll talk about how you have advanced in terms of deploying hotspots and reaching agreements.
Okay, I'll be ready for that.
Thanks so much.
Thanks.